Welcome to the Informed and Oblivious podcast, episode 42. I am Forgetful Phil, and this is Road Rash Raymond. Yeah, if you were expecting a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy joke, you came to the wrong show.
Oh, because that was the 42. Got it.
Yeah. Who's forgetful now?
Me. Usually me.
Also, you're road rashed.
Brain damage will do that. Yeah. Yeah, I slid halfway down a hill on my back.
Video coming out in a few weeks. We're delayed on the snowboarding videos. We will bait everybody on the East Coast by releasing snowboard videos of Vail that make it look like they have snow top to bottom.
Several weeks afterwards.
Yeah. Look at our awesome Vail trip, and people will be so confused. They'll be like, "What? No, there's no snow in Vail. They've been telling us there's no snow."
There was a while ago.
Yeah. We didn't know how lucky we had it. We apparently got some of the last top to bottom snowboarding at Vail.
It snowed a little bit while we were there. That was the last they fucking got.
Well, no, there's like a little bit like the week after, but yeah. So we just did closing day at Jack Frost Big Boulder.
Closing day.
They did a pretty good job, all things considered.
Yeah, they had, 15 trails open for closing? That's pretty fucking good.
No, I think they had 11 of the 15 trails.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
But still, like, majority open. We had to hop some spots, you know.
Yeah, there's some islands in the middle of the snow, but that's okay.
Yeah, but I would say it was better snow conditions there than it was towards the bottom of Vail.
Yeah, especially at the beginning of the day. When it started getting up into the 50s and everyone had tracked it in, then it started to get a little slushy and draggy, but yeah, especially in the morning. Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty happy with the way that went.
Yeah, the one thing the East Coast knows how to do is make the most of what they got.
Even the bartender was like, "Wait, really? They have all those trails open?"
It's like, they had 4 the other day. It's like, yeah, they were saving them for us. Suckers.
Yeah, and they said they had late groomers out there. Like, they bothered grooming them on the last day? We're like, apparently.
Yeah. Gotta spend that corporate Epic Pass money. That corporate Vail money.
You gotta spend that budget so you can get it next year.
Yeah, so now you could get your Epic Pass. They're on sale now, quote unquote, on sale for more or less the same price you paid for it last year. Which means it is going to go up, but not as bad as the Icon one.
Yeah, the Icon would go there. 1,500, you said?
No, like 1,300. I want to look it up now. I want to, slander and get in trouble. I know it's a shit. Hold up. Wait, no, I want to leave that open. Bam. Icon. Wow. How bad is this? Because they're like sale right now.
Let's see. So.
Oh yeah, $1,400 for the 2026, 2027 Icon Pass. And then their stripped down pass is $949.
I was gonna say, yeah, this says the base pass is $949.
Yeah, but the Icon Pass, which gets you every mountain with no blackouts, which is the top end. The top end for Epic Pass right now is $1,096.
Okay.
So it's early access, like buy the pass. It's $400 more than the Epic Pass, and the base pass.
Oh yeah, it's only got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15 mountains.
There's got to be more than that. There can't.
It says unlimited.
No. There's 74 total mountains. That they have.
Unlimited access at 15 destinations. So
on the base, it's like like unlimited for the local pass for Epic is like the majority of the mountains.
Yeah, so it's got 70 plus, but unlimited is only, it says 15 here.
Wow, this is so bad, dude.
Assuming this is for the base pass, but that could just be confusing. And then up to 5 days at select destinations. Yeah, okay. Like.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I just want to see what mountains do they have? I think they could have some of the skier only mountains.
So let's see. The base pass has it's got Big Bear.
Big Bear. Big
Yeah.
Bear.
Blue Mountain, Ontario, not
Yeah, not our Blue
not East
Mountain.
Coast. Copper Mountain, Eldora, June. Oh, it's got Mammoth. Palisades, Snow Valley, Snowshoe, Solitude, Stratton, Sugarbush, Tremblant, and Winter Park.
Yeah. Those are the
Yeah.
15. They said they got like 70.
Yeah, so let's see. We got in the Rockies, we have Aspen Snowmass, Big Sky, Brighton, Snowbird, Steamboat, Taos Ski Valley, and the West Pacific, Alexa Resort, Crystal Mountain, Mount Bachelor, Schweitzer, Sierra Tahoe, the summit at Snoqualmie.
I don't know, man.
Midwest, Blue Mountain. Oh, Blue Mountain's Icon. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They're Icon now?
Yeah.
They weren't this season. I'm pretty sure they weren't this
They
season.
just got bought then. Yeah.
That's so bad for
Yeah.
us.
Blue Mountain, PA is now Icon.
Rip Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
Rip.
Boyne, Camelback was Icon. Granite Peak,
Well, yeah, I think Camelback's been Icon for a little bit, but
Kellington, Loon Mountain, Lutsen, Snow River, Sugarloaf, Sunday River, and the Highlands.
but
And
now we
then
gotta
some
decide.
international shit.
Now we gotta decide where we're going next.
Yeah. You have to get the Icon Pass to get Blue Mountain tickets now?
No, but what it's gonna mean is the same thing that it did for Jack Frost Big Boulder. Is that like a normal like day pass to that mountain is gonna be like $150. Yeah, rip.
Blue Mountain joined Icon Pass 2023, 2024.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why their website doesn't link to Icon at all.
They're trying to keep it a
They're
secret.
just like, yeah, no, that's not us, dude. Go skiing and snowboarding, season pass. And maybe if I take it to season pass, it takes me to Icon. No, they're still selling their own season pass. You sure Blue Mountain's on Icon?
Dude, yeah. So here's Icon Pass destinations, and the link goes straight to skibluemountain.com.
Yeah, but if you go on Blue Mountain and try to get a season pass, like it doesn't link you back to Icon. So maybe Icon passes work at Blue Mountain, but they're not super, because you don't get all access on the base pass to Blue Mountain, right?
No, yeah, it doesn't get it. It's not unlimited. Yeah, it's 5 day for the base pass for Blue Mountain.
Oh, what about the top end? Is it more than 5 days? I think they're just loosely affiliated with Icon.
Yeah, the top end probably is. Where's that?
I don't know.
Shop Icon Pass. Unlimited access at 18.
Well, I guess it did give kind of like a loose affiliation between Blue and Camelback, though. Because Blue and Camelback, there's a peak-to-peak Poconos pass. Includes any time to both Blue Mountain and Camelback Resort.
Okay.
Not worth it, though. It is $900.
So the $1,400 Icon Pass gives you 7 days. At Blue Mountain.
So they're like loosely affiliated. They're not like, they didn't buy that. Because I think if you go to Killington's website, like Killington is straight up like it's an Icon website now.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, at the very top of the Blue Mountain website, it does say there's an Icon Pass button, but it takes you to Icon's site. Yeah.
Yeah, like on the season passes. Yeah. At least when you go to Killington, they have like their season pass, and then it says Icon Pass. So like they like at least promote it.
Okay, yeah. So Icon does not own Blue Mountain in Pennsylvania. Instead, Blue Mountain is owned by KSL Resorts, which is an affiliate of one of Alterra's owners. However, Blue Mountain, along with Camelback, became a partner resort on the Icon Pass. So there you go. That's how that worked.
Yeah, they're not like, dude, that makes Icon look even worse for how much they're charging.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, if
like,
if I didn't realize that, and we
all.
got the Icon Pass, and then like, oh yeah, you can only ski here 7 days, I'd be like, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, no. We read the fine print first for sure. But yeah, like, despite, and I'm in no favor of like the super corporatization that's going on, but despite that, the Epic Pass on balance isn't that bad. Especially now, looking like if you just get a season pass to Blue on its own, just Blue, it's $700.
$700 just for Blue?
Yeah, bro. So like, I don't feel that bad now spending $900 to get access to like a bunch of mountains out here and then wherever we're going.
Yep. Yeah, it works out pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, but
and honestly, it's keeping half the mountains afloat right now. So.
Yeah, but like, it just sucks because everybody's bringing their prices up because of them. Like, they're like, how is skiing not affordable anymore? I'm like, because everybody went on a pass, so these other mountains raise their prices to make up for the deficit, and then like they've never come back down. Like, I think like when we first started, the most expensive like lift ticket was going to like Hunter or Killington, and it was like maybe like 80 to 100 for the day.
Yeah.
And then like the day and night weekend pass at or day and night on a weekend at Blue was like $60. 65 if you bought it at the window. Like, now you're lucky if you get a $65 midweek ticket. Really makes me sad.
Yeah.
They're going to kill it. They're going to price people out of it. It's almost there. It's almost to the point where no one's going to spend the money to do it anymore.
Yep. I mean, there was a time when it was like essentially exclusively rich folks, and we're getting back to it.
Yeah, and the worst part about that is their kids are little shits. Like, that's what I don't want to see. More spoiled rich kids on the mountain. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know what the rules are anymore. I know when we grow up, you could smack a kid a little bit, but I feel like rich parents need to go back to a little bit of corporal punishment every once in a while and just smack them. But like, that's how you could tell. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a new money thing. That's how you could tell somebody's new money, because they sit there and let their kid be spoiled rotten because they're like, I didn't have that kind of money growing up. I'm like, yeah, and that's how you got the money that you did now, because you didn't have that kind of money growing up, and you were taught like to respect things.
Drive and respect, yeah.
Yeah, these kids respect nothing and think they own everything, and like, it's not even like that rich either, because like, we're talking like the race teams on these mountains. I will say that to every mountain out there, if we ever get big one day and you're listening to this, your race teams suck. All of them are little shits. And the worst representation of your mountain possible. I just want all of you to know that, like, by letting them run carte blanche on your mountain and like cut lines for their like practice section and like all of this, they are the worst little shits on your mountain.
Super annoying.
Yeah. So I just want you to know that like, everybody hates the race teams and nobody likes the representation that they give at all. And they don't care, because I've complained. I've complained at several mountains about the behavior of some of those kids, and I'm like, they're running around with your gear representing you, and they're like, well, okay, well, that represents you too. Your response to that.
Yeah, they're little shits running around like assholes. They're taking up the entire lodge. Their parents just sitting there, bags everywhere. Like, I want to sit down and eat, motherfuckers.
Yeah. The taking up the lodge doesn't bother me as much. It's like the like, everybody should get out of my way on the mountain because this is my mountain, like, attitude that I'm like, dude, there's other people here. You're not like by yourself. This isn't like a college pool that you're running swim practice at and nobody's allowed in. Like, they're open, active mountains. And it's like,
and they take up a whole trail.
Yeah, and they don't even do the practice on like the weird off hours. They're doing it on weekends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's kind of messed up. Like, and for people that don't understand that, some of these teams are actually kind of sponsored in a way by the schools and whatnot. When we had like golf in high school, golf was always on like the not peak times.
Mm.
And the day that it was peak, which was Friday, we weren't allowed to practice on the golf course. Like, so if we can understand that fact, like, how the hell can they
Right.
not figure that out? Oh,
Get out of your paying customers' way.
yeah, it's like, oh, let's have our skiing practice on the weekends during peak hours and have them take up an entire lift.
Mm.
It's like, just shut the lift down then. Like, be like, this lift is closed to anyone other than ski school, so I don't have to deal with it. Just like put them in a corner somewhere and let them loop that and go nowhere else. And then the moment that like that they leave that practice, treat it like a cop off duty. And if they're wearing your gear at all and go somewhere else and misrepresent you, they're suspended from the team. Watch how quickly that behavior would change.
Yep. Or the teams just get shut the fuck down.
Yeah. To add to, like, we got to smack some kids again. We got to smack some parents, too. Because, like, if you did that to, like, one of the kids on the race team, the parent would, like, lose their mind.
Yeah.
And, like, we need to normalize being able to tell parents when their kids are little shit. Like, I hate that, like, we can't go to a society, like, we're not at a point in society anymore where we could be like, your kid's an asshole.
Yeah. The things are a little bit different back in the times where you could smack a motherfucker.
Yeah. And other people would smack your kids, too.
Yeah. Nowadays, you can't smack a motherfucker, and it shows.
Yeah, and you know what also shows? You're not smacking that like button. hitting that notification bell, subscribing, following us, sharing, all that shows, guys, and it hurts. So if you don't want to hurt our fifis, but you do want to bring back smacking kids, no, I'm kidding. Hit that like, follow, share, and you can find us on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, and the TikTokies. And now that snowboarding season is over, we'll probably be like more active with these things because there's less to distract from. So I'm gonna have to do something on my weekends, and it's not gonna be yard work.
Yeah, I'll actually finish editing the snowboard videos and shit.
Yeah. Oh my god, nothing irks me more than the race teams. I hate them so much. They're like every like one of those kind of like travel semi-professional like teams. The kids are all like shitheads, but like the ski team is like an extra level of shithead.
Yeah, they're the little shitheads where if they don't have their own lift line for the ski team, they're the fucking kids who will be like dancing in the lift line and kicking their skis into your snowboard.
Yeah, yeah, because they don't have to pay for any of their gear. And mommy and daddy said I'm a special little boy and girl. It's like, yeah.
Do they have to pay to be on the ski team?
Some of them they do, but some of them are like again, I think sponsored by the schools in the area. So it all depends. But like I don't even know. I feel like the weekend ones are the ones you have to pay for it. I feel like the school ones are probably doing exactly what I'm saying, going midweek,
off hours.
During off hours.
Send them up after school.
And with the ski team, it's even easier. Give them a frickin' bus if you're up there, and you could send them midweek at like 3 p.m.
Yep.
Perfect.
Nobody's going to be there.
No one's going to be there. And then they can practice running on ice when it gets dark. It's what makes hardened skiers and snowboarders. But like, which is also annoying. There's no like snowboard race team.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that fun?
I never thought about that.
Yeah. Like, we're like, why does Japan have all the good Olympic snowboarders? I was like, because still to this day, people hate snowboarders in this country for no reason. It's like, dude, we're just out here trying to exist. I didn't fight some culture war with you on the skis back in the 80s. I just went to the mountain and they said, you got two choices. And I picked option B, okay? Like, don't hate me for it. Like, trust me, we hate you guys just as much.
We all had a little vision of being Shaun White, and that ended very quickly.
Yeah, but it's still fun. Like, skiing has its benefits, but like I do like for the little bit of skiing that I have done and I'm like learning it a little bit, I get nowhere near the same thrill that I do on a snowboard. It just does not feel the same at all. Like
Snowboarding's just fun.
yeah, it's just not the same experience. Like I could see how like you could do it to like an older age, the skiing, especially with how like locked in your feet are in the boots. But like again, it's not the same thing.
But we probably should learn how to ski better.
I mean, we could,
Mhm.
but what I'm saying is like snowboarding captured me to the fact where like I was routinely getting the crap beat out of me, and I kept with it and I learned.
Yeah.
Skiing, I didn't have that effect, and I got like top to bottom at the end of one season, like decently well, and I'm just like, meh,
Go
I
back
don't
to
need to
snowboarding.
keep
Yeah.
doing this. Like I thought, like I would like now that I could learn it, I was like, oh, maybe I'll like really get into it. No.
Get a pair of skis and go back and forth. And
Yeah, no. The only like really attractive part is the fact that like again, when you get off the lift, you could just go to like where you're going. But like other than that, like it really sucks. Like I would hate us too because they can't sit down. It's like that's the worst part on the ski. The only relief I got was when I went to the bottom and sat on the chairlift. The rest of the time you have to stand the entire time.
I feel like if we started skiing, I'd want to get those. Have you seen the things that, like strap to your legs and like it becomes a chair?
Yeah, yeah. You want like the stadium pal thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like you could lean up slope, like that's like the only like relief you really get, just like chilling there. Like when you rest, kind of like lean yourself up slope so you're not like fully like engaged. But it's just like yeah, there's no break,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which is probably why again they get really annoyed. Like not the fact that we cluster on the slope, but the fact that like these bastards
like
can take
sitting
a
on the
break.
hills. Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely look into getting one of those things like that locks at the knees and you just like sit down.
But yeah, the hatred towards snowboarders is palpable.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when we were in Vail, I don't know if you caught it on that one bus ride. The two like older ladies like talking about that and like crapping on snowboarders.
No, I
I
missed
just
it.
want to be like, listen, ladies, we hate you just as much on skis. Like they were diametrically opposed. But the thing that we don't have anywhere, and trust me, if we did it, no one would come back to your fucking mountains.
Snowboard only mountains.
Yeah, if there was snowboard only mountains, skiers, you want to solve this problem. I'm telling you, in every region, just sacrifice a mountain and dedicate it to snowboarders only, and I guarantee you will not have to tell snowboarders not to come to your mountain. They just won't do it.
Yep. You mean a mountain with no moguls? Sign me the fuck up.
Well, there would be moguls, but they would like be built up around the way we ride, so it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Like the reason why moguls are annoying is because they're cut too tight for a snowboard. But if snowboard made moguls, which do exist,
They would just be slaloms. Yeah.
yeah,
Which
like we
would
could
be
ride it
fun.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then snowboarding only mountains would do the logical thing. One half the mountain would be park, the other half would be like regular terrain, and the two would never intersect. We could design a better lift for like snowboards.
How would you do that?
Part of the miserable experience right now that skiers have is the fact that like snowboarders just don't ride the lift in the same way. You want to know how you do that?
Make the seats angled?
You tilt the seat slightly.
Yeah.
That's it. That would be the easiest way to lock snowboarders in efficiently. So we all line up and then sit down at an angle.
What about me?
Huh?
What about me?
We're gonna ban Goofy. Just ban Goofy from the mountain. But we'll make it so every fifth lift is like a Goofy lift, and we're like, all right, Goofy riders, come on up.
Actually, that means I get my own lift line, so fuck you.
Yeah, but you'd have to wait for the lift. But yeah, like we could do that, but like Goofy, regular, or like we couldn't alternate it because there's clearly not as many Goofy riders. But like every fifth or like whatever lift is a Goofy only lift.
Whatever the stats to that end up. Like I said, I'd probably end up the mountain before you.
Maybe.
So I'd have a significantly shorter lift line.
Yeah, but the ratio would like.
I guess it would even out some. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they're just gondolas everywhere. We do away with the lift.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, just gondolas.
Yeah.
There you go. Ding, ding. No chairlifts, just gondolas.
Yeah, and they don't have to be the fancy ones either. They could be the stand-up ones like at Mountain Creek. That like for the smaller mountains, just put that one in there. Easy, problem solved.
Yep,
done. But yeah, if skiers, listen to my words. If you hate us that much, just dedicate us a few mountains. Sacrifice them. Sacrifice the mountains you don't want. We won't know the difference. we won't know at all. And then like give us like maybe we do like a little swap exchange. You know, like 1 week a year, like a mountain's only snowboarders, and the rest of the time it's like skiers, and we'll do the same to you on like our mountains, and like, you know, we'll have a cultural exchange that way. But yeah, it's not our fault that we exist. It's crazy how many years later people just like hate the fuck out of it. And I'm like, can you guys just like die off so we don't have to hear it anymore?
That stigma has lingered.
Yeah.
And there are some asshole snowboarders. It's true.
It's mostly the park riders.
Yeah.
Like, and it sucks because the park ride skiers are also like equal assholes. They just don't get the same rep. But like they're also like an equal like, so like maybe the solution is we just ban terrain park. Just gone. We collectively go like, not allowed. We see you doing terrain park stuff. You're getting kicked out and losing your pass.
Yeah, that one video that we had seen with somebody hurt at the other side of a jump, and there's a guy like standing on top of the jump saying, "Hey, don't come this way." Yeah, the person that launched off that was a skier and just landed on the fucking ski patrol. That guy.
Yeah, and that's the worst because people don't understand park etiquette too. And in that situation, they did the right thing. They're like, "Don't come down. Like it's bad. Stop." Because people don't understand. Like in the terrain park, the right of way is reversed.
Yep.
The people uphill have the right of way, and the people downhill need to get the fuck out of the way. So if you're hurt, and then somebody's flagging you down, like, "Hey, don't do this." Like, if you jump anyway, you're an asshole.
Yep.
Yeah, but everything else is like reverse. I love seeing those videos. I saw a video the other day of like some lady on like on a long flight was like old lady was like kicking the back of this girl's like seat because she was like trying to recline it, and then like this has sparked a new debate about plane seat etiquette. It's like, when is it appropriate to recline? I'm like, it's always appropriate to recline. If you kick a reclining seat, you're the asshole.
Yeah. Reclines for a reason. Like, it's your seat. You're allowed to recline it.
Yeah. And they're like,
I don't, just out of like politeness, but like if someone were to do like okay, the seat reclines like this.
But what politeness are we talking here? The reclining doesn't get rid of your leg space.
No, it's just encroaching on the top space, but also
by like an inch.
It reclines by like an inch, so like it doesn't do anything for me anyway. So I'm like, why bother?
Well, I do it because it does like make a difference of me being able to fall asleep.
Yeah, it makes absolutely zero difference to me. the little bit of reclining that most of the plane seats get. So,
but also like the seats do it.
Yeah.
If you don't want the seats to recline, fly Frontier. Like, yeah, the debate, like, and thank you for like enraging me on this debate even more by being like, yeah, I just don't do it. It's like no, I don't know. I was like, why are we even having this discussion? That lady is an asshole. She's kicking this girl's seat for using a function of the seat.
Yeah, if your seat reclines, you are fully entitled to recline your seat. I still don't do it, but I'm never going to be mad at somebody else for doing it.
Yeah, I think the weirder seat etiquette thing is like when you're in the middle seat and you lift up the armrests. Those are your armrests, but I'm still gonna be weirded out by the fact that you lifted up the armrests. Like, what are you doing, buddy? Trying to like get closer to me? Like, what's going on here? Happen. I've had that happen a couple of times, and it's always when I'm in like a window seat, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
like, can we put this barrier back down? Like, what are we doing? Like, it's your armrest. I'm not gonna touch it, but like,
but I don't want your arm on my arm.
Yeah.
I always feel bad, because like I'm a slightly larger dude, so like I try to make an effort to like keep in my space, like, you know, keep my legs from like sprawling out too wide and keep in my space.
Yeah, nobody does that.
Yeah,
they're super annoying.
I try to because I don't want to be irritating to other people. And
I'm not even that large, and I try to do that thing, and then people sprawl. And some of the tiniest people take up the most space, and I'm just like, I don't understand this at all. What's going on here? And then one day I got stuck next to the mountain and his brother, and I was just like, what the fuck? I'm like, why are you guys here? And it really annoyed me because it was on a Frontier flight. I'm like, dude, if I was that size, I would fly Frontier just because then I could afford to buy 2 seats. Like, why didn't you just buy 2 seats? Like, they're $50, dude. Like, fucking buy a second one, and then you're like good. You don't have to like. The guy was gigantic. Like, I call him like the mountain because I've never seen a dude like that big in real life. And it's just like, no matter what he did, he was spilling over into my seat, and it was like a full flight. And luckily, only like the short flight to Orlando. But like, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I seen the opposite too, and luckily they were like more self-contained. The tallest man I ever seen was like when I was in an exit row. Fucking guy, like he was like 7 foot tall, and I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like he sat in that exit row, and like even though there was like so much like room in front of us, his knees were like still in his chest, and I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, some people just aren't meant to fly.
Yep.
Or you gotta fly private. You know what I'd really love to see, because they had to make a custom Prius for him? I want to see how Shaq flies in an airplane.
Private planes.
I don't. Yeah, but private planes aren't that big. Like that's the thing. Like private jets aren't like really that giant. So like I wonder, do you think there's video of it? Like, let's see if there's video or some like thing of like Shaq flying in an airplane. I'm just like curious how he gets around. Because like if I was that size, I'd just be like, I'm not flying anywhere. I'd just drive.
I would love to see him in like a regular commercial.
Wait, what did that say? It was like in his thing. He has a customized what?
He has a customized Bombardier Challenger 650 private jet, often referred to as Air O'Neill.
But he only got it in 2023, dude. That's how you know Shaq's getting older. He was like, dude, I can't fly like this anymore. I gotta like it's worth it to get the custom plane that I can fit on.
I don't know what fucking plane he's in. He's standing like almost fully up. I can't stand up in a regular plane cabin.
Well, that's why he customized it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, look at whatever this. This is definitely an old photo. This is not his current shit. And they just have like big ass seats in them. So this one looks like it's a very tiny fucking seat.
But that's what I'm saying. Private jets like really aren't that big, and like a couple of like YouTubers and stuff that I've like listened to talk about like private jets. They kind of suck. It's like the only benefit to the private jet is you skip all of the lines and you just like get to where you're going to. It's like
most of them fly out of different airports, right?
Huh?
Most of them fly out of different airports, right?
Well, yeah, but there's not, even if they fly out of like a major airport, you completely avoid the TSA. As soon as you private charter like a jet, you don't go through normal security at all. They just walk you on, you walk out. That's it.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. So you avoid all those lines and scenes and whatnot. But like, yeah, those private jets, like unless you pay for like a flight crew that's gonna come back and take care of you and stock like the bar and stuff like that. They're literally just like a private car. They're not, like unless you own your own private jet and you're paying for the staff, like there's nothing there.
Just a plane to get you from A to B.
Yeah, exactly. So like if you bring your own stuff, great. But like that stuff like movies where it's like a fully stocked bar and blah blah blah, like no, because who's stocking it?
Unless you're paying for that service, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no flight attendant either. It's just the pilot.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, like unless you're paying for a flight attendant to be on your private jet flight, like there's nobody like back there serving you. So like,
yeah, that's a good point. The thing, like even like in most media and stuff when they show the private jets, yeah, there's not flight attendants. Hadn't that occurred to me?
Yeah, because you got to pay extra for that. I'm sure you could get one, but like.
A private flight attendant.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's a private plane and it is a stock bar, just fucking go get your drink.
No, I know, but like if you want that full like weighted
Mhm.
on service, you gotta like
I do kind of wish that like we had been around for like the early days of flying when it was like a fancy experience.
maybe when planes were dropping out of the sky.
So what?
Yeah, like when that was like a thing, like there was significantly more plane crashes.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's scary then.
So like it was supposed to be like a fancy experience because like to kind of distract you from the fact that like they hadn't really sorted out the turbulence like problem yet. They did eventually, but I mean look that up. But like early aviation, like early commercial aviation, there was a lot more crashes. I'm pretty sure.
How the fuck did I look this up?
Commercial plane crash rate by year.
People killed in commercial plane crashes since 1942.
Yeah, but like we could carry more people. So like the
Mm-hmm.
people killed and the rate at which they crash is a different thing.
So yeah, I mean, but there is a general. It goes up and down, but there's a general up to from the 40s to the 70s, and then from the 70s back down to now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
which is why like I don't know, you probably never heard of it, but there was like a thing like where like there was always talking about flying parents on different flights or like trying to split the family up when you flew on like flights. Well, the family's a little bit different, but like splitting up parents so that you don't orphan your kids.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
was
it's
like a
scary. Yeah.
legitimate like concern like of our parents when we were kids. So like they had to have seen enough or their parents saw enough plane crashes to be like
To worry about
maybe you
that.
shouldn't
Yeah.
fly on the same flight together.
Yep. Trying to think, did that ever? Because I know what you're talking about, but I can't recall whether or not our parents had done that shit.
I know my dad recently like should we get on like why would we get on separate flights? Stop being weird. Like don't worry about it. Like don't feed into this. I have enough issue with flying already. Like don't feed into this problem for me, okay?
I have zero issue with flying.
Why do you have wings?
No, just doesn't bother me.
Every piece of engineering like that, especially working with engineers, makes me worry.
Right? I know some folks who went from to like work at Delta and shit.
But
I'm like, oh my god.
it's not just doing that, like working for a company now that like does manufacturing, right? Like you yeah, you slipped up there,
Yeah.
buddy. Yeah. But working for a company now that does manufacturing, you're like, "Oh, this is going to be like where all the smart people are at." And you're like, "Oh no. It's the same as everywhere else." That's why, like, when people are like, aircrafts are a miracle, and I'm like, yeah, knowing what I know, yeah, it's definitely a miracle that, like, there's not more issue.
Uh,
And, like, they're like, why do they, like, quadruple check airplanes? I'm like, do you
because they
really want to
need
know
to.
why?
Because half the time they find shit strapped up by duct tape.
And not only that, 3 of the 4 checkers are idiots, too.
uh,
Like, it's just, like, it's scary out there. The 80-20 rule is in effect everywhere. And 20% of the world is holding it up for the other 80%, so you're welcome.
and then conversely, the people who run the airports, that shit's fucking magic.
It's only crazy at the really big like
Hmm.
airports. The small regional ones they say aren't that bad. Like to run like the air traffic control on, but like the big ones is crazy.
Yeah.
Although a lot of it is like automated, there is still like a lot.
Yeah, the air traffic control and as well as like getting your luggage from A to B and shit. Shit's
Oh, that's
great.
just automated like
Uh,
conveyor belts though. Do 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 do.
what was that sound?
The conveyor belt.
Is that something I'm supposed to know? Is that just a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
tune you
yeah.
came
It's
up
like
with right now?
no, it's like a little factory tune. Play it for you later, but we don't get copyright strike. But but yeah, it's crazy out there. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of flying.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I know. We hit the turbulence, and you start gripping the armrest. I'm just like, it's fine. We'll be all right.
I wish I could live in that world where I don't worry about things. Like constantly thinking about everything and worrying about everything. Like it never gets shut off.
No, it's nice.
It gets muffled sometimes. I can mute it a little bit, but it never gets shut off.
Yeah, I worry about very little.
It's just like white noise in your brain all the time.
Not quite, but
A lot of the time.
no, I wouldn't say white noise.
Is it just like elevator music going on in there?
No,
Like with like the welcome to the lobby music, just like chilling in your brain.
it's ADD. There's a lot going on in there, just none of it's important.
And then every once in a while, somebody enters the lobby. The lady behind the counter like blows the dust off the desk. Welcome. What are you doing here?
It's just lots of movie quotes that don't belong anywhere.
Yeah, it must be nice.
There's a lot going on in there, just none of it's important.
Must be nice.
But it also means that I don't care to like stay up on current events and shit.
You know what's a fun thought that's gonna like really fuck your day up?
What's
after
that?
I tell you that the voice in your head is at one volume and you can never make it louder.
Yeah, I'm aware.
This is why I hate you.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
The fact that it doesn't bother you at all.
I can change its accent though.
I think that says more about you than anything else. This is a lot about you.
Can you not?
No.
Have you ever tried? Go ahead, make it British.
No, the voice in my head doesn't talk in different accents.
Because you never tried to make it.
No, it just reads characters differently. I hear like characters when I read in different voices in my head.
Yeah, so you can change its accent.
No, the main voice is me, and it's always me.
But it doesn't have to be.
Yes, it does.
It is because you make it that way. It doesn't have to be. You can change it.
No, it is because it is.
No, you can change it.
No, if the voice
You
changes, it's not me.
You just don't choose to change it.
No, it's a character at that point.
Yeah, the voice in your head is a character. It's a character of you.
No, incorrect.
Agree to disagree.
Well, there's huge philosophical debate about that. And, you know, we could go into that if you want.
I don't really do philosophical.
What do you mean, man? There's this huge vein of philosophy right now that you're all just figments of my imagination, and this is just a construct of my own imagination.
Yeah, we are.
Could be.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Just shows how much I hate myself.
We all know it, too. We're all just here fucking with you.
That kind of thing's not going to fuck with me. Yeah, I'm self-assured enough to know, like,
yeah,
who
we're
I am.
all figments of your imagination. We don't exist. I don't exist.
Don't be.
You created me, Phil. You created me. I'm just here to annoy you, and it's your fault.
I mean, that is something my brain would do. But I can't poof you guys in and out of existence like dreams, so I know that that's not true. See, I could do that kind of thing in dreams. So, like, because I am very good at controlling my own, like, dreams when I realize that I'm in them, I know that that's not the case right now. Now, proving consciousness is a hard thing to do because there technically hasn't been, like, anybody proved to be conscious if you go by, like, philosophical debate.
How do you mean?
How do you prove consciousness?
Uh,
How do I prove that you're actually self-aware?
uh,
Exactly. You can't.
I think, therefore, I am.
No, that's a flawed logic.
How so?
Because we've proven that like even animals have thought,
Okay.
but they're not conscious technically.
I disagree.
I don't want to get into the huge philosophical debate on this because like I'd like to do a bit more research on it. I just know that like the consciousness hasn't been quote unquote proven.
If you say so.
I mean, look it up.
Nah.
And then I will look it up and I'll waste dead air. This is why you look things up because I do the talking.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Yeah, you're not conscious. You're an NPC.
Maybe. But I'm here. And I think, and therefore I am. I am, and therefore I think.
I think there's a lot of dead air right now.
Me subconscious.
Use it, Jar Jar Binks.
What are you looking up?
Consciousness has not been definitively proven in the way scientific phenomenon are typically proven, due to its inherently subjective nature.
Okay.
Consciousness is directly experienced by individuals, but it cannot be observed or measured objectively from an external perspective.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, while science has made significant progress in identifying the neural correlates of consciousness, brain activity patterns associated with conscious experiences, this does not equate to proving consciousness itself. The core challenge lies in the hard problem of consciousness, explaining why and how physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective experiences, such as the feeling of pain or the perception of red.
Okay, so they haven't proved why consciousness, but it's generally agreed upon that it exists.
Not really. There's no proof you're conscious.
I mean, I'm here. We're talking.
Yeah, but prove it. Prove that that you're just not automated on response right now.
I'm here. We're talking.
That doesn't prove anything.
I'm here. We're talking.
The concept is you existed as a person from birth to about your first memory. But were you conscious?
Uh-huh.
Exactly. And if you had
my memory's fucked. I can't tell you that.
yeah, but if you had a period of your life where you did functions, including when you were that little, you probably walked around talking and engaging with people, but you don't remember it until a certain point. Were you conscious?
I mean, there's whole portions of my childhood that I don't remember, so. You're asking the wrong person on that one.
Yeah, see, this is the thing that just makes you NPC at autopilot. Basically, things just certain things just act on impulses anyway. So we know animals behave that way. Certain people with brain damage behave that way. And again, everybody experiences that period as a child where suddenly you became awake and aware. That phenomenon can't be explained and can't be proven.
Okay.
And because we know there's a period of time that exists where you don't do that, we can't prove that people right now in adulthood aren't going through that. And trust me, I've met a couple of people where I could think that yeah, they are going through that, and I don't think they record anything.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say that they're not conscious. I would just say that it's not, the memories aren't being recorded at that time.
That's consciousness. They're not aware.
I mean, you can be aware in the moment, but not be able to remember.
No, it's like dogs. It's like pets.
You're equating consciousness to memory. They don't have to. They don't have to be the same thing.
What I'm telling you is that they are.
I wouldn't think so.
What do you mean?
Consciousness is being aware in the moment, not necessarily
if your
being able to
entire memory of your life up to now was erased, would you have any proof that you were conscious in that time?
Prior to? No. But in the moment, yes.
That's not consciousness. That's what I'm telling you. If you don't have a timeline of events, you're not conscious. You're not aware. It's kind of like people with Alzheimer. Are the people with Alzheimer's conscious?
Yes.
Some would argue no. And that the moments of clarity that they get is the consciousness snapping back, and then they go back into autopilot.
I disagree.
That's why it hasn't been proven. Because it's different to everybody.
So they just can't agree on the definition.
No, they can't prove it.
Okay.
We're smarter than most animals, but not all. In some ways, not. But consciousness can't be proven.
Okay.
It's like gravity in that sense.
I mean,
it's there.
Other people's consciousness can't be proven.
It's there. We know the effects, but we can't prove that it exists.
Yeah, because you can't prove an external.
No. I'm saying it's like gravity. Like how we know gravity's there, it's constant. We know its effects, but we can't prove that it exists. Same thing as consciousness.
Right.
We know it's there, we know its effects, but we can't prove it exists.
So it's essentially proven.
No, it's not, though. It's not real. It's just a theory.
Okay. If you say so.
We would need somebody that could observe it at a higher level, just like time.
Then you can't. Yeah.
Time is a theory, technically. We need a fourth dimensional being that sees time outside of itself the way that we see 3D to like really like solidify how time works. We know that time passes, but if you were at a higher dimension, time ceases to be like a thing that affects things. So does it actually exist, or is it just our perception?
Yes.
I was talking about like maybe doing philosophy on this channel a little bit, but I can't. Not with you. It would be impossible.
Yeah, I get that. That's what I said. I don't really do philosophy.
Because you don't even like you don't even want to entertain the thought.
That's not how my brain works.
Yeah, like you're just like, no, I'm so rigid. I'm not even gonna like contemplate what if I was a squirrel.
What do you mean?
That right there.
I could be a squirrel. What's wrong with being a squirrel?
Did you have breakfast yesterday?
No.
How would you feel if you had breakfast?
Fuller.
Okay, at least you passed that test.
What the fuck was that?
At least you're not just a first order thinker. That is a test used to like test cognitive ability to have you rationalize something that didn't happen, how you would feel about it. And there is a surprising amount of people when you ask them that question that either go, "But I did have breakfast," or "But I didn't have breakfast." And will not answer the second thought like of, "No, but what if you did?" And they're like, "But I didn't though." And they're like, "Yeah, but what if you did?" "But I didn't." And like that's where the thought process ends. So like at least you could get past that level.
Well, yeah, because it's logical. You asked me a positive question based on logic. That my brain can handle.
No, the logical response would be to not have anything past that thought, to be honest. The consciousness thought has a thought past that, but the logical thing is, no, I didn't have breakfast, so why would I be thinking about if I had breakfast?
You gave me a question and I answered the question.
No, thinking abstract is not logical.
I mean, I don't think that was abstract.
It is. I just asked you to do an abstract thought process. To imagine doing something you didn't do.
Yes, but it was a logical question.
Imagination itself isn't logical. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a logical process.
I know what happens when I eat breakfast. When I eat breakfast, I get more full. So had I eaten breakfast, I would have been more full. It's a logical...
No, it's an abstract.
A plus B equals C.
It's not logical. There's no logic in it. The logical thing...
A plus B equals C. I eat breakfast, I get more full.
No,
that's what happens.
No, the logical thing would be to say that didn't happen, so I can't tell you. That's logical. And that's essentially what they're saying by like being like, "Oh, yeah, no."
So in any case where I was given a fucking word question in math, I should have just been like, "I don't know, I can't answer that. Didn't happen."
Yeah, do you not realize why people struggle with word problems?
No.
Because of that abstract thinking, that element that's involved in that? It's not logical.
It is logic.
No, it's not. That's why the concept of imaginary numbers breaks some people's brains, because you're leaving the realm of logical and you're going into the realm of abstract. When you get to higher levels of science, it goes away from logic and it just becomes abstract.
I don't know.
You think fucking Einstein came up with his theory of relativity because he was just like, I'm going to follow a rigid equation and then I'll know exactly how this field of science that no one's thought of before works.
Yeah.
It's not like the complete way that he came up with it, but the whole Newton and the apple falling on his head thing. Mm-hmm. The logical thing is to go, ow, not go, hey, I wonder what outside force did that.
A plus B equals C.
You're like just not, you're making shit up now.
That is logical to me.
No, it's not. It's basically like I just like asked you what A plus I is, and then you went C.
Yeah, because it's logical.
It's not. It's abstract. It's abstract thinking.
I disagree.
You're making me think more and more that like
You gave me
you
a
are
question I
first
knew the
order
answer
thinker.
to, and then you're saying it's weird to know the answer.
I'm saying for like people, yes. Abstract thinking is not a thing for a lot of people.
I wouldn't have considered that abstract thinking.
First order thinking.
To me, that is just normal brain operation.
Yeah. First order thinking is extremely common and is the default mode for most people in most situations, which is just thing happen, result. Nothing past that. No branch of like, well, if I did this thing, then this thing could have happened. And if I did that thing, then this thing could have happened. Like thinking in steps like that and thinking about those steps simultaneously is not normal for the average person.
I mean, I don't typically do that, but if you pose it to me, I can.
Yeah. So first order thinking, it is the natural instinctive way of thinking that focuses on immediate surface level outcomes without considering deeper implications or long-term consequences. This type of thinking is often triggered by time pressure, emotional reactions, or low-stake decisions, such as choosing fast food or quick meals, or reacting impulsively in a conflict.
So, yeah, that would be how I think most of the time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like most people are on autopilot mode. So how do I know they're conscious? Circling back around.
Because they are.
But are they though?
Well, I mean, you don't know they are, but you know you are.
Am I?
I know I am.
You hope you are. All I know is that I don't know.
All I know is that I don't know nothing.
Exactly. It's kind of like being blackout drunk. Like, how do you know you don't have more stints of that going on and you're not aware of it?
Yeah, I was singing a song.
It's like
all I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing.
It's like when you drive home and go into autopilot mode and like you're suddenly like at home and you're like, oh shit. Were you conscious that whole time, or did your consciousness shut off temporarily?
Okay, now that's a question that I can get behind. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And if it can be temporary, like what makes it permanent?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that I can get. So but you're saying like in the moment consciousness doesn't exist. It's got to be a memory thing. I disagree. I think you can have in the moment consciousness. Whether it persists is a different question. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Just like these are the things that keep me up at night.
What song is that? What song is that? Okay, Operation Ivy. Sorry, it was going to drive me nuts if I didn't figure out what that song was.
All I know is I don't know nothing, including the name of the song. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, stuff makes my brain hurt.
Math makes my brain hurt. Anything higher than like Diffie Q.
Math doesn't make my brain hurt. It's just exhausting. Physics makes my brain hurt.
See, I don't mind physics. I almost failed it, but that's just because I like wasn't paying attention.
No, like, well, I would say like pendulum physics. The direction of outside forces like always like messes with me. I always apply it in the wrong direction.
Mm.
And I feel like it just wasn't properly explained to me the way that it's supposed to work.
Probably.
Because if I get the concept enough to apply it in the wrong direction, like the complete opposite of like what it should, like I feel like I was almost there, but then somebody like switched it around on me and didn't tell me the exact like thing. Like, no, it's going that way. Yeah, but the force is coming the other way. I'm like, but why? Because
equal and opposite.
What I was really good at was physics 2 and shooting electrons through a screen.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because electricity makes sense to me.
Well, yeah.
It's like the only thing
even
that
though
makes
it's
sense to
backwards.
me. What do you mean it's backwards?
Well, they teach it to you one way, but it's actually backwards.
What do you mean?
The flow of electricity. It's backwards.
What do you mean?
From the way they teach it.
Doesn't matter. Charge is made up. What? Charge doesn't exist. It's just something we assigned.
Uh-huh.
We're like, this is positive, this is negative. And if you swapped it, it wouldn't make a difference.
No, not at all.
We're just like, this is charge and opposite charge is really what it is. We just say positive and negative to make it easier to set circuits up.
Mm.
Charge, opposite charge.
Charge!
And then alternating charges.
Yeah.
Directional charges.
AC is weird.
Why, you don't like the calculations for it?
No.
What's wrong with AC?
Just weird.
We needed to transmit power. It was the only way to do
Yeah.
it.
It works.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't have thought to do it.
Well, you didn't get struck by lightning in a thunderstorm.
True.
Apparently that was like made up, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? It's all folklore. It's all like made up tales.
Somebody somewhere knew at some point.
But you know, like what's another like abstract thought experiment that I was doing today? Because I saw that like Germany just got rid of their last like lift that was like on a glacier because they're like the glaciers are disappearing. Oh no. For most of like the planet's life, the polar ice caps like haven't been a thing. They're relatively new, like in the planet's life. Do you think if we were born at a time period where it was like greenhouse Earth, and like human society existed during that mostly warm period, and it was right before the cold, do you think they would just be like global cooling's happening and we should be like greatly worried about it? And do you think that they would see them to the same degree that we see climate change scientists today, or do you think they would think they were crackpots because there wouldn't be ice anywhere?
They would the craze would be the same, and they would probably think they were crackpots. Yeah, if there was no ice anywhere, and there's a bunch of scientists going, "Hey, it's about to freeze," everyone would be like, "Fuck, are you talking about?"
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day. I was just like, I wonder how that would go in that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd be a lot more concerned about global cooling than global warming, though.
Why?
Because, like I said, the natural state of the planet for most of the planet has been no ice. So if like we return to that state, I'm not too concerned about it.
Yeah.
I do love how that they assigned like greenhouse to it though. Like when I looked it up, it was like, yeah, the natural state of the planet was like warmer with no ice and like greenhouse conditions. They're like almost like kind of hit at like the greenhouse gas thing, and I'm just like, like no, that's just how it was. Like the ice age happened. We're in an ice age, and when the glaciers melt and the ice goes away, we'll be out of the ice age, and then maybe we'll see what's in Antarctica. Because there's land there, baby. What's underneath that ice?
Atlantis.
I mean, it might be. Could be Agartha.
Might be. What?
Who knows? You don't know about Agartha?
Never heard that word before in my life.
Look up Agartha. I'm about to blow your mind as we're about to end this thing. Go down some like great like conspiracy.
Duh. Legendary mythical city or kingdom believed to exist within the Earth's core. Oh, okay. Hollow Earth.
Yeah. They
Gotcha.
even have that in DC. They go through like the Antarctic and they end up in Agartha.
Yeah. Journey to the center of the Earth. Gotcha.
Yeah. I love going down conspiracy theory rabbit holes. They're so funny to me.
Is that where the lizard people are?
Possibly, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, this has been an interesting episode.
Yeah,
from skiing and snowboarding to
there's also like you know how Hunter x Hunter is with like the dark continent and whatnot, and how like Hunter x Hunter world is so big, but it's really like an island in a little lake in the rest of the world. There's also like more or less a similar theory with Antarctica, and then like the ice wall thing is like sectioning us off from the rest of what is the world.
I mean, we have satellite pictures, but
Yeah, but who controls those satellites? And it all comes from like some of the early explorers to like Antarctica talking about like all these cities and technology that was like beyond like what we have and whatnot, and then like it gets scrubbed and suddenly we're just like, yeah, it's just like nothing but a frozen wasteland. It's like, yeah, but what about that guy? Then yeah, don't listen to that guy. Well, he's pretty adamant about like what he found. Yeah, no.
I can see having conspiracy theories about that back before we had fucking global satellites, but I don't see that now.
You want to go down the rabbit hole of like if those pictures are real?
That would have to be one hell of a conspiracy.
And
I go by that sort of shit. Like, try to keep a secret among like 5 people, and it's gonna last a day. Try to keep a secret among the level that it would take to keep that. How? It'd be impossible.
so you don't believe in aliens?
Huh?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Well, that's basically the same conspiracy with aliens. So like if you're saying it's impossible to like hold that level of conspiracy, so you don't believe in aliens.
I believe there's probably aliens.
But
I
you
don't believe that.
we've never met them.
Not with the record of it, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we've got little green corpses at Area 51, if that's what you're asking.
There's a
I think it's likely that they're out there somewhere.
can't find it, but there's like one of these like Antarctic treaty symbols that like makes it look like basically like we're surrounded by Antarctica, not the other way around. But whatever, I don't care. I love going down those rabbit holes. It's very funny to me.
I would also say that I think it's possible that if there's aliens out there that they have been here. We just don't have proof of it for sure.
So you believe in the Anunnaki?
The what?
Nibiru.
Stop throwing these words at me.
You never heard of the Anunnaki and Nibiru before?
No.
That's that allegedly that like the Anunnaki like basically started life on this planet to mine gold for them, and they come from the planet Nibiru, and then every 5,000 years or so this like planet enters our solar system, and it's basically like we're going to go like send them our gold, which is why we like find gold to be so precious even though there's no reason for it.
Hey, maybe. That's not something I can currently disprove.
Oh, listen, I love all these like these conspiracy theories because they're fun.
Mm.
And people are like, "Do you believe that shit?" I'm like, "No, I don't believe that shit at all." But it's fun to think about.
I think it's unlikely, but I mean, if there was like definitive proof that came out at some point that like the pyramids or whatever was like alien shit, I'd be like, yeah, all right. Yeah. I think it's one of the less likely explanations for it, but I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah, I like the theory of that. Like we were a way more advanced, society collapsed, and then like we're rebuilding it from the ashes again, and that there's no record of it, and that like some of these structures we just came across were like, "Hey, we made that." Like, you made that? Yeah, we made it. Like, did you really?
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
We did it.
What about the shit that came out recently where there's like giant tunnels systems under the pyramids? You think that's legit, or is somebody full of shit?
No, there was like some ground like penetrating like radar thing that they did that was like only like one study, and it's not like actually proven.
Okay.
They would have to excavate down to like actually like find that.
So possibly full of shit.
Yeah, but like they were like to a depth that wouldn't make sense to dig.
Yeah.
Like even they were like beyond like the depth I think of like structures like like even what is it? Beyond like 50 meters is like 50 meters is like the lowest we go for like city structures. Like what is it? Is the Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world? I think its base only goes down like 50 meters.
Okay.
So like we like one, it gets too hot and the pressure gets too great to like go down that far. So there's not really like a reason for us to continue to dig down so deep.
Okay.
Now, maybe if it was aliens and it's not tunnels, but like core extractions, like that could be like a thing. Because I think what is it? Like the deepest hole we ever dug was in Russia, and I think it was 200 meters. Look that up. What's the deepest hole ever dug? They had to stop because the drill couldn't handle the heat and the pressure.
Kola super deep borehole in Russia.
Yeah.
12,266.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's even deeper than I thought.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Abandoned in 1989. Unexpected high temperatures. Up to 356 Fahrenheit.
No, I think it's very expected. I don't know why you would say as you're approaching the core of the planet, why you would say it's unexpected.
Yeah. It's significantly deeper than you say. Yeah, it's 7.5 miles.
Yeah, again, there's so much stuff that we just like accept that like is true that like was never really proven either. Just like that whole like you get taught in Earth space science. There's the core, the outer mantle, the inner mantle. It's like, wait, how do we figure that one out? And they're like, sciencey wincy stuff. It's like, wait a tick.
And some of that has changed a little bit, with later experiments, but it's generally, it's about right.
Yeah, but it's not proven. We have no idea. Like, we have no idea what's down there, really. Like, we have guessed. We're guessing. It's pretty good. It's pretty educated guess. Like, don't get me wrong here, people. I'm not like there's no like core in the planet, but like even like very basic things like that we get told is like an absolute science. Like we know that this is exactly how the inner of our planet is, and I'm like, wait a second.
There's too much of it to know exactly what everything is, but they can send particles through at different angles and say, okay, well this changed how it came through this way, so we can make a guess on that. But yeah, it's a plane. It's gonna crash into us.
Might, but it's because I talked about Agartha. Come
Shut
and
him
take us
down.
out. But yeah, no, I know. But even then, it's all best guess based off of what it does.
Yeah.
Not like we don't actually know.
Yeah, we know this particle interacts with this substance like this, so it probably is that.
Yeah,
but even then, it's only at very specific points. we could very possibly be missing an entire underground city.
Yeah, or like because we haven't like shot it from like universally like around the world. Like we don't, because I think what is it the subterranean sea got discovered recently or something. Like look that one up. Is there a subterranean sea? There's like fucking like they found like some like water thing. I think that like people are like, no, that's bullshit.
The what? No, not the Lost Sea in Tennessee. Smithsonian Science Education Center?
Maybe.
Some scientists think Earth's oceans formed when icy comets hit the planet. A finding published in Science suggests that a reservoir of water is hidden in the Earth's mantle, more than 400 miles below the surface.
Yeah, and like that was like one of those
that it's all trapped inside rocks.
Yeah, maybe.
Water would have been squeezed out of the rocks as if they're sweating.
But again, like we were like that used to be like one of those like the subterranean like ocean, it's conspiracy theory, and then they're like, well maybe. You're like, wait, what? And then like it's just like there's this cave system in China, I think it is, where the cave is so fucking like large that it has its own like weather patterns in the
like
cave.
It's got its own ecosystem in it.
Yeah. And like you see that shit and you're like, could there be other places like this and we're just not aware of it?
Most likely.
Yeah.
Entirely possible. Yep.
Like it's even like some of the like undersea stuff where you get to the bottom of the ocean and there's those weird like water disturbances that look like there's like ponds within the ocean. of like denser water or some
Yeah.
shit like that, and you're like, what the fuck?
That's where Bikini Bottom is.
Yeah. After we nuked it. But no, like it's just so funny to me that like we assume we know all this shit, and I'm like, yeah, but we don't even like
Yeah, we don't know shit.
we don't know that much about where we live. But we're like, yeah, we know everything. And I'm like, it's like the equivalent of what we discover and stuff about the planet is like living in a house for 50 years and then discovering there was another room that you had no idea was there. And you're like, wait a second, where did this room come from?
People do that.
I know.
That's crazy. I was like, oh yeah, I was demoing this wall. Turns out there's a whole other room over here.
And I'm like, you didn't look at the outside of your house at any point to be like, wait a second, that doesn't line up. There was a girl that I saw happen to recently where they went to go like hang something in their shower, and she put a hole through the wall, and she's like, wait a second, I can see outside there. What the fuck's going on? And didn't realize that her bathroom was where 2 windows were from the outside. Because she's like, this is my living room window. And like, would be my kitchen window. She's like, no, but this is my kitchen window. And then like realized from that fact that basically like the landlord or whatever had like built a wall in the bathroom to like put the shower there.
Uh-huh.
But like built it in front of the windows and never took the windows out.
Yeah, shit happens all the time.
Yeah, I'm just like, how did you walk by those windows and never once go like, wait a second, that doesn't line up to like where this is?
I like the places like the older places where they're like, hey, there's a whole basement under here that was boarded up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, this is creepy and weird.
And in the really old ones, and this basement, if I go through this door down here, goes into the fucking caverns in Italy.
Yeah. The catacombs,
Yeah.
like entrance. That's like a real thing in France. Like you just like find that it's connected to the catacombs, and you're like,
Well, okay then.
closing this door and bordering it up forever. That was like, I think what they discovered that sub basement in Ben Franklin's house, like that he had in England or whatnot. There's like a subterranean basement that they didn't know was there. They're like, the fuck?
What was he doing down there?
Not good things, they think. But, you know, grain of salt could just be, you know, British propaganda because they hate his guts. But the guy was a little bit of a womanizer and all this other shit. Possible he was doing untoward things there. But there's also a strong possibility that he wasn't even aware of that basement.
Was there before him?
Yeah. It's funny, like how so much of that stuff happens, like, and you realize, like, oh yeah, that's right. We're just like built on top of like other things, previous civilizations. Like not so much here, but like in other areas, yeah. But in 1,000 years in New York.
New York.
Yeah.
Futurama. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you might discover the old New York down there.
With all the mutants in it.
I wanted to make like a joke about that just being the residents of New York City now, but I couldn't find a good way to phrase it. I was like, I feel there's a joke here. I just don't know how to land that joke.
Yeah, you hit it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what would be the difference? Just New York currently. But anyway, this was a very like episode about nothing today.
Yeah, I have to figure out what the title of this one.
I'm here for it. There's other stuff going on in the world that I want to talk about. I'm sure stuff's gonna pop off in the next week or so, particularly Cuba, and I know that Cuba's gonna pop off because it's now on Asmongold's radar. And I'm like, all right, so we're like 2 or 3 weeks away from this becoming an international issue. Let's go see it.
So we'll have another one of those episodes next week.
Yeah, as soon as it comes on like his radar, I'm like, oh, here we go. It's about to happen now.
All right. Well, then we'll see you again next week, folks, when we're talking about what's actually going on in the world instead of snow and conspiracy theories.
I mean, maybe we'll see. It's been a very much of like just consistent. Like people like, oh, we talk about the war in Iran and whatnot. I'm like, the bombings will continue until morale improves. Like I don't know what I'm gonna like what am I gonna talk about? They're like, strikes are still happening, gas prices are still high, and I'm like, yes. And water is still wet. But if you do like consistency in your life, like, subscribe, follow.
Hit that notey bell.
Yeah, share the show with everyone you know. And as always, you can find us on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, and the Tiki Talkies.
We got to upload some more TikTok.
Yeah, content creation will continue until likes improve.
Au revoir.
See ya.